We're going to start things off with BuddyPress development. What I want you to do is install BuddyPress by the BuddyPress community. This is a pretty large plugin, so it may take longer than most plugins to install. Once installed, click Activate. Currently, BuddyPress is on version 4. We'll be going over the latest concepts for BuddyPress. Before we write a single line of code, let's modify some of the settings. The BuddyPress settings can be found by going to Settings, BuddyPress. I'm going to turn everything on so that we don't miss a thing. When we installed BuddyPress, it created a couple of pages for us. Let's check those out. It will generate the following pages: Activity, Members, Groups. You can view any of these pages and you'll see that BuddyPress will generate the content for each page. I'm going to view the Members page. I'm going to click on the admin profile, and here you'll see a profile generated for us with different sections separated with tabs. We didn't have to do a thing. BuddyPress is an extremely powerful plugin that will generate this UI and functionality for you. I'm going to go back to the Page Manager. I'm going to try and view the Edit page. You'll notice that nothing here is out of the ordinary. There are no special settings. It's just a regular page. So how does BuddyPress know that these pages are associated with it? Well, if you were to navigate to Settings, BuddyPress Pages, you'll find the settings where you can tell BuddyPress which pages it should display its content on. There are a lot more features to BuddyPress, but we'll see how those work as the course progresses. I'm going to go back to the admin profile. You'll notice that there's this gray strip above the profile and it has a sidebar. It's really nice that BuddyPress took the time to try and match the design of the site as much as possible, but we could improve upon it. What I want to do is make this page full width and update some of the CSS to match our own site. So where do we even begin? Well, keep in mind that BuddyPress uses the same system we use. Something that BuddyPress does is leverage the templating hierarchy system. In the resource section of this lecture, I provide a link to the BuddyPress template hierarchy page. This page shows you how BuddyPress loads a certain page that it generates. Just like WordPress, it'll look for certain file names in your theme and then goes down a list until it finds a file. If it doesn't find anything, then it'll just use the index.php template. The rest of this documentation details all the various pages and their templates you can set. We'll go over how to generate these templates in a bit. For now, I want to generate the base template. The base template is the template that encompasses all other template. BuddyPress is a plugin and it doesn't want to generate a whole lot of templates. It would rather depend on one template and generate sections for that template. The base template can be named any of these names right here on the page. I'm going to create the BuddyPress.php template inside the themes folder. Then I'm going to open the full width page template and copy everything from here into the new template. We are going to strip this template down to the bare minimum. I'm going to get rid of the title header we see at the top of every page. Then I'm going to remove everything inside the loop except for the post function. Next, I'm going to call the function the content. Lastly, I'm just going to remove some space and format this neatly. As you can see, our template is extremely basic. The reason for this is because BuddyPress will take care of generating the contents of the page and its format. Don't worry, we can override them later. This is just to get us started. Let's see if everything is working. I want you to reload the member profile page. You'll now notice a lot of what we saw previously is gone except for the content that BuddyPress generated. This is exactly what we wanted. There are some CSS changes we'd like to make and of course update some of the HTML here and there, which is totally doable. What I really want to change is how the user profile looks. I really like how the rest of these pages are formatted. It's centered and there's space between the menu and the content. For the profile, I want to make this cover image stretch all the way from left to right. I also want to remove the space between the menu and content. Let's read the BuddyPress template hierarchy page for a minute. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll find a section called Single Member Pages. Here's what BuddyPress says. If you are on a single member page, BuddyPress will use the following template hierarchy. Then it proceeds us to tell us more about what files will be loaded. Unlike the WordPress hierarchy template system, you'll notice that BuddyPress will look for the files within a certain folder structure. This is very important to highlight as BuddyPress requires dozens and dozens of templates and template parts. So the team decided it would be wise to use a folder structure so that the root theme folder doesn't become cluttered with various files. We will be using number 5 from this list. I want you to create the folders BuddyPress/members/single inside your themes folder. Then, I want you to create a file named index.php. This is the file that BuddyPress will look for when creating the single member profile page. Next, I'm going to copy the contents of the BuddyPress base template into this new template. Since I don't want spacing and I want the cover image to be stretched, I'm going to remove all these tags. I'm going to take the time to format this a bit so that it looks cleaner. What you should have is the header, a basic loop, and the footer. It should all be PHP code. I know this looks very basic, but I want you to bear with me on this. The tags we removed are what causes the content to be centered and spaced. Even though I want that spacing to be applied to the rest of the content, it's kind of necessary to remove it since the cover image was inside those tags. We could do some CSS hacks to make it appear stretched, but I think a better solution would be to apply the centering and spacing to the tags inside rather than outside. Let's test this out really quick. Refresh the single member page and you'll notice right away that the spacing is removed and all the content is stretched. This is almost what we wanted. The only thing to do now is center the content itself. We'll get to that in a moment. I want to make sure the rest of the pages weren't affected. I want you to view any other BuddyPress generated page like the activity page. This page should still be centered and spaced. After confirming that only the single member page is updated, let's move on to the next task. In the next lecture, we'll tackle cleaning up this template.